I want to make this video for someone. If you think that it's okay, let's say you want a bunch of money and you say that that would make everything better, right? Okay, the Lord told me, specifically me a long time ago, through one of my cousins. He was like, why would I give you a bunch of money if you're just going to give it right back to me? Right? And I'm not saying that we're not supposed to give it back, like give money back to him, of course, because we are helping his children, right? We are supposed to clothe, feed, shelter, and stuff like that. But this was meant, it was in a different way. It was different, okay? And it was just different. I don't know how to explain it. It might sound twisted to some of you guys, but I understood exactly what he meant. You know, like I don't know if I would do it in the way, because I don't want to have a bunch of money. Anyway, he understands. He was saying it in a different way. But some of you, or this may just be for one person on this channel, whatever that watches it, you may feel like you're only living with a day-to-day amount. You know what I mean? And it frustrates you. You wish you could have plenty to feel comfortable and stuff like that. But if you had all that money, would you come to him? Would you talk to him? You know what I mean? Maybe the reason that you're in that situation is because it brings you closer to him. You're leaning on him. It's keeping you, it's a blessing because it's keeping you in relationship with him, in communication with him, and thinking about him. Even if you are asking for things, you're still in communication and communion with him. So it actually is a blessing. It may not feel like a blessing. Believe me, I know, living day to day, you know what I mean? But that also gives you a chance to trust him in that way. And that's what he wants, and that's what he's building in you, to trust him that he'll provide for you day to day, right? Sometimes it might be last minute. Sometimes it's beforehand. And you have it, and you're like, oh, I do have the resources for this day. You know what I mean? And the next day. You know what I mean? Or enough to get through till you get money again. You know what I mean? So, but if you had what you want, that's not what you need. Because if you had what you want, would you be coming to him? Or you would just be in your own zone? You know, so he's keeping you, close to him. Also, he told his disciples, I mean, if you claim to be a disciple, if you say you're a disciple of the Lord, right, and you're here spreading his word, you know, he sent his disciples out with nothing. He said, don't take two of anything. Don't even take a money thing with you. Depend on him. Because that brings closeness and trust in him that he will provide. You know, he says this in a few different, you know, sermons or wherever. You know, the birds and the lilies he clothes, he feeds. How much more are you? So, yeah, that's probably the reason you don't have all of what you want. You want a bunch of money, you want to, you know, be on top or whatever, but that would not keep you close to him and build your trust in him. All right, love you, family. Bye.